Hey everyone. Okay, I think the computer was buffering and now I think it's actually stabilized. So I just finished posting my day 6 challenge of the June self-confidence. So I'll just turn little Madonna down at the moment. Can't really see on the monitor. Yeah, so I just posted it up on the story today. Basically, my favorite outfit. I mean, I'm not quite sure whether I have a real favorite one, but I do have a favorite jacket, and it's more like a dress jacket, and it's quite a long length one. Um, and I was so pleased when I was able to actually fit into that. It's actually a size 14, so now it's actually a bit. It's loose, but I don't mind. Jackets can be quite big, and you can wear quite a few things underneath. But yes, I thought I'll actually put that one on, and then I had a bit of fun actually trying to work out how I should do it because I don't. Even though I've been doing a lot of posting up selfies where I'm just posing all over the place, I actually wanted to do a bit of a fun type of one, and I was really looking for an app and that could actually show me a photo of me and then a pie in the face, right? Because it's like, otherwise it's just so stiff that I'm just sort of standing there and it's just a few clips. But anyway, I couldn't quite find an app to do that. Hello to people if they're actually watching live. Sometimes I can't see because I'm actually cross posting this from my public page through to my private group. Hello, private group. And sometimes your comments are actually in the private group, but that's okay because I do get to read them because I read them as soon as I actually end the video. All right, so yeah, so I thought I'll just, call back on the 90s and do a bit of a, pose clips with Madonna's Vogue and things on that. So it's a bit of a laugh. Just don't take things seriously and have a bit of fun with that. So that's up there today. All right, now I hope everybody had a great weekend. It's just gone after 11, so we're down into the final hour of our weekend. But when you're working at home and you're basically working for yourself, you don't really have weekends unless you really make that time to do that. But I'm in a sort of a fast-paced mode at the moment to try to get my courses up and to make them in a sort of a decent bite-sized format because I think they're just a bit too. But I had those little technical problems, obviously because I didn't manage my time very well, and I didn't finish. I thought I actually finished all my slides, and I had about 120 in total. But because it's over like 5 modules, and a little conclusion module, the it didn't it's not like all 120, and there's a bit of a break in between the modules. But I really thought that I'd actually finished it all until I came to the last module, which was about sleep. Everything was going well. It was a bit sort of rocky at the beginning with the mindset one. Um, um, and then, of course, I didn't actually, when I noticed on the live video, because it was really, I was screen sharing as I was going through the slides, but also filming myself live in the beginning, introducing myself. But um, I didn't realize that my screen behind me, that you can see here, wasn't quite in place, right? And to my horror, I was sort of looking at it and it was like, oh gosh, the thing about screens is that you can actually put them up and hide, bit of a mess at the back. Um, and I thought, shall I just carry on? And I thought, I'm going to carry on and quickly go to my screen share and then try and fix it up. But then I thought, I can't go to my screen share because I'm actually talking live and recording the audio, right? Um, so anyway, that was one. But the most, probably the funniest incident, it's probably embarrassing, but then it's like, well, I come from that place now where it's like imperfect action is much better than no action. Okay, so you can always rehearse and see if you can do things properly, but the way our whole when you're working on the internet, and you can tell yourselves that everything's really fast paced, it just goes really really quick, and people want things really fast, and it's like if you don't get to the point, like at the moment, then they'll just switch off and go somewhere else. So in my last module about sleep, I was going through the first 6 slides and I was going really well, and I could see what was the next slide coming up, and I thought that's cool and I'll bring it on. And then to my horror, I saw the 7th slide and it was like, that just looks like the template slides with the actual, the Latin lorem, what is it, lorem pluribus, the words that are just mainly fillers that you have to just go in and edit. And that was slide 7. I thought, oh, okay. And so I just talked over it. And I thought, okay, I'll just talk over because I had the picture right, but the words weren't right. The words weren't there. And I thought, okay, that's probably a one-off. No, slide 8, 9, 10, the rest all the way up to 23 from 6 were all the template. So I don't know, because I thought last night that I had actually written and completed it. And I'm just wondering, did I save it? Or did something actually happen, or I just opened up the wrong file? So I sort of did a quick little technical break, hoping that I'd had the wrong file open. So I sort of like, paused the recording. Well, I couldn't really pause the live, but I just went to try to find it and I just could not find anything. And I was like thinking, oh, maybe I didn't actually complete it, all that lack of sleep. So instead of like just carrying on, because really, it had to form a storyline, and it was my last module too. Anyway, I basically just apologized, and now she's just said that I will upload the completed 5th module of my system very soon so that they can actually watch it, and I'll let them know via email on demand so that they can actually see it. So anyway, but I had actually been talking up until, I started at 2 o'clock, and I think I ended just after 6 o'clock. So it was really just, really talking through. But anyway, I'm still actually pleased. I had a quick little look at the previous recordings of the other modules, and while there just needs to be a few sort of post edits, I reckon, I was generally quite pleased with it. The only thing is that I'm thinking it needs to be probably a bit more bite-sized, smaller, and I really am thinking I should format that for so that it could actually be seen rather than on desktop, on mobile, given that most people actually access the web via their mobile device or cell phone device. I think in New Zealand you call it cell phones, and in Australia we call it mobiles. But you know what I mean. Yeah, so that was my day. So it was quite a long day because obviously last night after I finished the live, I was actually trying to complete the slides, and I really thought I completed them. Anyway, that's okay. I will complete that last module, and I'll do it again. But you learn from all of this, and it was a good learning curve because it was a new platform, new piece of software that I was actually trying out. Um, if I had a bit more time, I could have actually rehearsed it and been able to sort of like get things more sort of settled in terms of like how I was set up at the back, um, and just running through the slides. But I was actually using like two different platforms, so I was actually going between both. But I've I'm familiar now with the main platform that I'm actually going to have my courses actually hosted on. So that's the main thing. So tomorrow I'm going to be editing and probably redoing some of those modules so that they are sort of smaller, more condensed. And ideally, I will actually, in this forum, where I'm just sharing publicly what I'm actually doing, I may actually just go through some versions of it to just get some feedback, just any kind of feedback that you feel like whether you actually understand what I'm actually talking about, because it is around that whole better health journey, sharing my story and hoping that some parts of what I actually learnt will be able to be taken up by some people who may find it interesting in terms of like a shortcut to where they want to go or want to be, and some things just to help you around if you have various challenges or temptations that come up during your health journey. All right, so that was my Sunday. And aside from that, I think it's probably time to actually do an earlier night than what I have been. But yes, I will definitely be working on it. And I think what I'll do is the more practice you put in, the better you get. So I may fix up what I need to fix up with this particular online course, then do another version of it, make it a version actually compatible on mobile so it can be watched real simple and straight out, like 5 things to do here and 3 things to do there, 2 things to avoid there, that whole sort of list style of format. Yeah, so I'll have a busy week this week, and I hope you guys have a great week tomorrow, starting tomorrow for those guys that are all down under here. And yes, I think I will just leave it for now. But yeah, I will catch you again tomorrow on my live. And yeah, we'll see what tomorrow actually brings for all of us. So see you. Enjoy.